Crystal here. Welcome to another video with the Interactive Immersive HQ. And the year is almost over. 2022 is coming to an end. And by the time this video is out, Christmas has already passed. But that does not stop you from getting a present, a little special something for yourself. So in this video, I'll cover some products that I personally recommend that you can give for yourself or a special someone, just a little bit delayed holiday gift. None of these products are connected to HQ Pro in any way. We're not sponsored. It's just things that I personally enjoy, that I own, that I want, or that I also gift to other people. I'm excited to share this list. Some of the things are tech stuff, some are lifestyle stuff, and also threw in some books in there. And all these stuff will also be included in the caption below. Let's start. We're talking about some tech stuff, and one sensor I really enjoy that I feel is kind of a bit underrated in the development world is this Touch Me sensor by Photonica. I actually have done a tutorial with this that I also can put in the caption below, but this is really fun and easy where you can use conductivity to control things. So it pretty much works as a MIDI controller. Another MIDI controller is the Nano Korg MIDI. I have an older version of this and I love it. It's very light, it's easy to bring, and again, you can also connect to Touch Designer or use it for just your workflow. If you want to use Adobe Suite and just add some shortcuts, this is a great product. A fun little gift idea that I personally like to give is a pocket operator. It's like a little synthesizer, and it's also a good like entry little product if you're trying to get into synthesizers, and I like their have this little animations, quite retro to play with. Another kind of synthesizer-ish MIDI product is the Blip Block Synth. Actually, I first saw this with the championship with the HQ that they hosted 2 years ago, and it's just really cute that it looks like a toy, but you can give it to children, or you can also just program for yourself and use it as a synthesizer or like a MIDI controller. And that's been kind of on my list for a little while now. I'm going to start moving towards this travel tech area, and it's something that I personally always try to find and get the best little hack items when I'm on the go. And I always carry, when I'm traveling, a really nice power bank. I think around the 10,000 area is good that you can have a few times where you can have your device fully charged, and having a very light one just makes it so much easy. So it's always a little bit of fear if I'm stuck in a foreign country or just outside and I have like no battery and I don't know how to get back to like the hotel or my Airbnb or something. Another great travel thing is having a nice Bluetooth speaker. And I actually don't personally have this Bose speaker, but it's something that's great, or any good Bluetooth speakers. And nowadays there's just so much options. So going into this kind of lifestyle area, when you're working on the computer all the time, which I personally do, I highly recommend having some blue light blocking lenses. There's a lot available that you can get some cheap. You can on Amazon, or you can actually have your own glasses and bring it to a glasses shop and ask to change to blue light blocking lenses. If you're staring at the screen the whole day, it really helps make your eyes not as strained all the time. This actually from Elpers that he recommends a Letterman tool kit, especially if you're doing physical installations, if you want to cut wires, if you just need to like open packages. This is just like a nice tool to have. I myself don't have one. He keeps saying that I should get one, so I'll just trust him on that. And also going into doing a lot of physical production, having a nice headlamp is very useful. If you're on shows, it's often really dark, and it's just nice to have handy even also when you're traveling. I remember staying in a hostel back in my early 20s, and one of my friends would have her plastic water bottle, and then she would put her headlamp on the bottom and it becomes like this lantern, and that's like a really nice travel kind of hack to do. More travel stuff. I have been using Candace travel capsule containers for the last 2 years, and I cannot recommend it anymore. It's a little bit expensive, but I find them have really good quality, and I reuse it a lot more than using plastic bottles because I feel like it's easier to put in, it's easier to take out and replace and reuse them. And you can also use personal labels on it. And they're magnetic, so they connect all together so you don't lose them as much. Vessi shoes, my go-to travel sneakers for the last, I want to say, 5 years. They're waterproof. When I do travel, Vessis are great. I like to jump in little puddles with them. I walk miles and miles, kilometers and kilometers with these shoes, and they are quite great. Another really good travel thing, I really like Tropic Field backpack. I personally use the Nest, and I think it's the perfect size for me because I'm pretty petite, that it doesn't look too huge that I look like I'm trying to run away from home. But you can fit a lot. It has a tongue flap that you can open and can pack inside. I love how they have a slip on the back where you can slip onto your luggage. My backpack, I have a light green one and actually traveled 12 countries with it this year, and it have not failed me, and actually went to 10 countries with just a backpack and a carry-on, and it was the perfect thing. It has a laptop slip. I just put all my tech in there, and they have a top pocket that makes it easy if you want to put your phone or whatever inside, and I cannot recommend it enough. Cables. So when you're on a go, you need a lot of cables. Rolling Square has these in-charge cables. I personally just recently got for myself. You can have a USB-C, you can have an Apple one, you can have different type of cables all in one rather than having a bunch of wire ones. And it's funny because actually I got myself the more compact one, and Albers sent me the long cable one that he uses that one. So they have some really nice products, and I will put their website in the caption. Someone a while ago asked me, how do you sit for a long time while you're working? My personal desk is I can make it into a standing desk or a sitting desk, but most of the time I am sitting, and your butt gets kind of hurts after a while when you sit. So I've been using Cushion Labs butt cushions for a while, and it feels like I'm sitting in a cloud. They come with a lot of colors, and I just feel like it's a good investment if you're especially working from home, or even if you're working in an office and you're sitting a lot. You want to have as a comfortable environment as possible. Books, knowledge. So I have a few book recommendations. First one is Deep Work. I finished it last month. Actually, I listened to an audiobook of it, but it's by Cal Newport, and it gives some good insight on how to be more productive and really getting into the zone when you're working. Other productivity book that I am currently reading is Range, and it's interesting. We're talking about how generalists are often more successful than being a specialist. It gives a really good insight, and in some ways I feel like Deep Work and Range have contrast arguments, which I think is also very good to have that two different type of perspective. Another book recommendation is Great Thinkers. It's actually Albers recommended this to me, and I haven't personally got to it yet, but it's by School of Life, and if he says it's good, I trust him. The last little book recommendation is actually for children. So if you have a little nephew, niece, or a little someone of your own that you want to share this, it is Computer Engineering for Babies. It's advertised for babies, but I feel like it's something that toddlers can also get into, where it seems like it gives good concepts on understanding how circuits works and computer engineering. So those are my recommendations for you guys. I hope you found something useful, and if there's something that you personally are really excited about, I would love to hear which one it was in the comments below. And if you have any products that you want to share to me or to the community, also feel free to leave a comment. I will be reading them, and I am excited to see all of you guys in the new year in 2023. And have a wonderful, wonderful day. Bye.
Hey guys, thanks for watching. If you're serious about taking your touch designer and interactive skills to the next level, I highly recommend you check out the Interactive and Immersive HQ Pro. It's the only educational resource and community of its kind for touch designer and interactive professionals. You can learn more by checking out the link in the description. And if you like this video, don't forget to hit that like button. And if you're new here, don't forget to hit subscribe and the little bell icon for more awesome free content.